Students of class SYJC, a very good morning and welcome to the English class. Today we begin with 3.3 note making. Students, this particular topic you have answered in class FYJC. Yes, it was there, but this year the publication has presented this particular topic to you in this particular lesson form. Okay, so note making, very interesting and very easy. So when you speak about note making, what thought is coming to your mind? What is note making? Yes, taking note or making notes. So students, note making is not just about writing down everything you hear or read. It is a process of reviewing, connecting and synthesizing ideas from your lectures or readings. Making notes help you to stay active and engaged during your lectures, reading and revision time. Understand what you are learning and clarify your thinking. So students, I know right from the school days, some students, they are very much used to this note writing or note taking process. That whenever the teacher, she starts with the subject, she starts with a particular topic, then immediately some students, they jot down the points in a very, very precise manner, but the main theme, the main content, the main points is highlighted and written as a notes. And then on that basis, the student, they visit the library and they prepare their own notes, taking some reference books. So this is what note making is. Now students, please take note. I'm not directly coming to the topic of note making because it is also divided in two categories. But students, this is my humble request to you that being the college student, you are supposed to develop the habit of taking notes. When any subject is on or when you are learning any subject, see that you not only sit with the textbook in your hand, but should have a notebook and a pencil. And you should jot down the points, the main points, which the teacher is highlighting. So this will make your learning processes more clear. And you will get to know that in today's class session, teacher was speaking on which particular topic. And then you can take the help of some reference books and make the notes. Okay, fine. Now let us come back to the text. Icebreakers on your screen. Yes, you could see the wave diagram on your screen. Complete the wave. And the main idea is we take notes of. Yes. So students, what is your answer for this? Do you take notes? Okay. So yes, you can say that we take notes of teacher's dictation. We take notes of our life events. We take notes of announcement. We take notes of speech as it is given on the screen. Now, discuss in group why you take notes. Now, very importantly, we need to learn that what is the need of taking notes. In what way is it helpful? So students, as the first one is done to you in your text, why take notes? Yes, so it helps in the improvement in listening and becomes an active process. Yes, student, please take note. In your future, anytime when you attend any meeting, see that you sit with a rough notebook and a pen or a pencil and jot down the main points of the meeting. Because after the completion of the meeting, it will help you understand the motto behind that meeting. So at time what happens? You remain very much active and you also improve your listening skills. You hear word and word attentively and you write it down. So that is very important, that why one should take notes. So of course, improvement in listening becomes an active process. Then it reinforces the learning from the class. Means this way, that way, knowingly, unknowingly, you become very much attentive, full of concentration while attending the class. Because you are writing notes, you are making notes. You will tell your friend to keep quiet. Yeah, if your friend is talking sitting next to you, you will ask an excuse from your friend that please allow me, as teacher is teaching that particular topic. I'm just writing down the main points, the main ideas of this particular topic. Next student, why one should take notes? That it helps last minute revision. Yes, last minute revision can be done better with the help of notes. And student, taking notes also offers convenience in carrying that bulk books. So students, please take note. As you all are the students right now, you are in the teaching learning processes and you have to appear exams. So before the exam, you know how your status is. You're very much anxious, curious, worried, and full of tension that how I'm going to write my paper. Now at that time, you can't read the answers again and again, the whole of the answer. But under such circumstances, if you have concised those answers point-wise, then only you need to do is read the points, and this is suggested for your last minute, last hour of study during the exam period. Is that clear? So you have big answers, lengthy answers, and it is very much difficult to remember. But if you take notes of only the main point of that answer, only keep those points in your mind on your fingertips. Point number 1, point number 2, point number 3, point number 4. Even you can take it in the alphabetical order, and then that answer will be totally by hearted by you. So that is what the better option I suggest you, that how you will deal with your content as far as your study material is very much memory oriented. And students, we have some weaknesses, memory problems. So this is what the suggestion is, that please study your content point wise by taking the notes or by making the notes. Okay, the next question is, better notes will help you remember concepts, develop meaningful learning skills and gain better understanding of a topic. Discuss in group different styles or methods you can use in your note making or note taking. For example, to underline important facts. So now students, here the question is, note making and note taking. These are two different ways. Okay. So note taking and note making. And students, take note, we are learning about note making. Both the skills are totally different. Okay, note taking and note making, both the skills are totally different. Note taking is a passive process which is undertaken during lectures. Note taking at a glance gives a complete view of a paragraph or any content which contains the main points and supporting details of what is heard during lectures or speech. Taking notes while reading from different books and present for different purpose. On the other hand, students' note making is a more active and focused writing skills. Students, please take note, where a concrete connection between all relevant concepts and words is drawn to infuse or connect all thoughts together by a method. And the method could be in points, tree diagram, or a table, etc. So students, this is what note making is. Okay, please see the differentiation. Note taking is a passive process, whereas note making is more active process. Okay, similarities between note taking and note making. Both provide the students with material for essay reference, preparations and study during an examination. So just now I made it clear about your exam time, how you will take down the notes and how you will make the points. Both aid means both the help. Both aid means both help the students in remembering facts easier as it utilizes both reading and listening senses. Yes, this topic I have made clear. Both have the same purpose, that is, for the students to excel in their studies. Both help the students to concentrate better and effectively. So now students, come on. Here there is a question on your screen, a good tabular form. Note taking and note making. So what is the difference between them? So students, both the columns I will read simultaneously. Please be attentive. Only jotting down, now when we are speaking about, note taking means only jotting down points, involve no sight interpretation. Note making, yes, on the other hand, note making helps student to see each point clearly along with its link or connection with each other. In note taking, very little changes are required, while in note making, easier to change the notes made. Note taking, so it is about taking points from one source at a time. Yes, if the teacher is the source and if teacher is teaching you and you are taking down the points, so that is note taking. Whereas on the other hand, note making involves the taking of points from different sources. We will study about the sources, of course, but you are just taking down the points from different sources, that is note making. Okay, now what is in the note taking? In note taking, you need less understanding. Just someone is speaking something and you are just writing down the points. Yeah. Moreover, note making, you need to develop more understanding. Okay. Now students, in note taking, points or notes are written in full form. Points given by sources are taken directly, while in note making is often in short form. Please take note. Next, Note taking only gives the early configuration for the whole topic, whereas note making helps the students in capturing its main key. Note taking In note taking, notes are made from sources, means teacher, a chairperson, principal, in charge. So they are the main sources and they are handmade since the time available is limited. So during your lectures when you're listening to any subject as such, you are taking down the notes. And if you have very much good, very much rightly acquainted or assimilated this particular habit of writing notes during the lecture time, it is really very good habit. Moreover, students, on the other hand, note making is something that is constructed by the learners themselves in handmade or in computer typed forms. Okay, so now here we are going to study about styles of note making. Yes, this particular topic in your lesson, in your textbook, is speaking about note making. So what are the different types of note making? Students, please take note. In exam, you will have this question of note making, and the question will be presented to you in the form of tables, charts, that it may be a bar chart, a pie chart, or a flow chart. Okay, you may also get a line graph. Okay, so tree diagram, pictograms, maps, and plans. So this is the question presentation, which is very much applicable for note making questions. Now student, there is very big paragraph given to you, and in this particular paragraph there is a collective information about something, and after reading this paragraph, after reading this information, you have to jot it down in the correct format, that is, see here. After reading that paragraph, you have to fulfill this particular blanks. Understood? Now students, please take note. This is the question pattern, that the paragraph is given, and with the help of that paragraph, means you have to read that paragraph properly, and then you have to come to this particular diagrammatic presentation. Yes. And then you have to fill up those blanks with right answer, and that carries marks. Okay. So fine. Students, please take note. In note making question, you need not draw the table form. It is given to you. Sometimes it is given to you readily available. Sometimes the demand of the question is that you prepare your own table. That is also one type, that you prepare your own table or diagram and present your answer. Okay. So now students, here, Ayurvedic medicine facts. You have to be very much attentive as I read this passage, because after that we will be writing the answers of the same. Okay. So here we take a start. I will not explain to you this particular paragraph. Is that clear? Yeah, I'm just reading it, and after reading, we will fill up those blanks in the note making columns. Okay. So fundamentals of Ayurvedic medicine. To understand Ayurvedic treatment, it is essential to have an idea of how the Ayurvedic system regards the human body. The basic life force in the body is prana, or that is prana, which is also found in the elements and is analogues to the Chinese notion of chai. As Swami Vishnu Devanand, a yogi and expert, put it, prana is in the air but is not the oxygen, nor any of its chemical constituents. It is in food, water, and in the sunlight, yet it is not vitamin, heat, or light rays. Food, water, air, etc. are only the media through which the prana flows. Because this is English, the accent of pran, yes, becomes prana. Okay. In Ayurveda, there are 5 basic elements that contain prana, means earth, water, fire, air, and ether. These elements interact and are further organized in the human body as 3 primary categories or basic physiological principles in the body that governs all bodily process known as the doshas. The 3 doshas, doshas means dosh, problems, yes, avgun, dosh, fine. So what are these 3 avguns in our body? 3 doshas in our body. The 3 doshas are Vat, Pitta and Kapha. Students, please take note. Every human body may contain this particular type of ailment, which is very much related to Vat, Pitta and Kapha. Vat, that is wind. Pitta, that is bile. And Kapha, that is mucus. Okay. Each individual has a unique blend of the 3 doshas known as person's prakriti, which is the reason why Ayurvedic treatment is always personalized. In Ayurveda, illness is regarded as a state of imbalance in one or more of a person's doshas, and an Ayurvedic physician works to adjust and balance them via a variety of methods. The Vata dosha is associated with air and ether, and in the body promotes movement agility, that is quickness. Vat people are typically thin and light physically, dry skinned, very energetic and mentally restless. When Vat or Vata is out of balance, there are often nervous problems, hyperactivity, sleeplessness, lower back pains and headaches. Pitta doshas is associated with fire and water. In the body, it is responsible for metabolic process and digestion. Pitta characteristics are medium built bodies, fair skin, strong digestion and good mental concentration. Pitta imbalances show up as anger and aggression and stress related condition like gastritis, ulcers, liver problems and hypertension. The Kapha dosha or it is Kapha dosh is associated with water and earth. People characterized as Kapha are generally large or heavy with more oily complexions. They tend to be slow, calm and peaceful. Kapha disorders manifest emotionally as greed and possessiveness, and physically as obesity, fatigue, bronchitis and sinus problems. So this is the collective information given about the topic pran. That yes, now let's complete the following diagram that represents pran and its elements. So come on students, please have pencil in your hand and here we take a start. I hope You all are very much interested to take down the answers. Yes. So students, pran, the basic elements, earth, second answer water, fire, air and ether. Okay. And their bodily processes in three doshas, that is Vat, Pitta and Kapha. When we are speaking about Vat, it is associated with air and ether. When we are speaking about Pitta, it is very much associated with fire and water. Whereas Kapha is associated with water and earth. Then student, as we are speaking about Vat, which is very much associated with air and ether, what are its characteristics? Yes, the characteristics are clearly given on the screen. People are thin and light, physically dry-skinned, energetic, mentally restless. Okay, as we are speaking about Pitta, yes, Pitta is very much associated with fire and water, and the characteristics of Pitta is, that is Pitta, characteristics of Pitta is medium built bodies, fair skin, strong digestion, good mental concentration. Whereas Kapha associated with water and earth, and its characteristics as follow, that is large or heavy body, oily complexion, slow, calm and peaceful. So these are the characteristics the people have if they are suffering from Kapha. Then student, let us move on to their imbalance shows. Students, when the person is suffering from Vat, what are the general imbalance in his body? So when it comes to the element of Vat, the person is very much hyperactive. Then there is severe nervous problem. The person suffers sleeplessness, headaches and lower back pains. And the rest of imbalance is clearly stated on your screen. So I will not read that. Okay. So till now we have filled up the forms. And here students, please take note. Note making question is of 4 marks. Okay. So now, if you answer it rightly, then you will get full marks, 4 marks full. Is that clear? Example, transfer the above information in the form of a table. So come on. We have columns on the screen. There are 4 columns representing doshas associated with characteristics and imbalance causes. So Vat associated with air and ether, characteristics very energetic, imbalance causes sleeplessness. Pitta associated with fire and water, characteristics strong digestion, imbalance causes hypertension. Then doshas Kapha associated with water and earth, characteristics slow, calm and peaceful, imbalance causes greed. Yes students, so here I have explained you how you will fill in those blanks with the right answer. Okay, and now the brainstorming activity on your screen. Students, you have to answer this particular note making question. Is that clear? Yes. And I think so. It is A2 question and it is based on the same given paragraph. No, sorry, this is A1. Read the following passage carefully and complete the activities. Okay. So based on that particular passage, these are the following activities in A2. Okay. This particular diagram you have to draw in your notebook. Okay. And answer it. Need not worry. The notes will be provided to you through the PDFs. Okay. And that's for today's session. So students, I hope you have understood well what is note making exactly. Okay. And as your exams are approaching very soon, please keep in touch with the studies. And whatever your queries are, you are very much free to ask me. Is that clear? On this note, have a nice day ahead and bye.